Here we are in a 1964 Thunderbird, Ford Thunderbird. It's been sitting idle in multiple garages for about 30 years. It's a California car. It was stored for a long time there and stored here. This is going to be its first time back on the road in about 30 years. We have done nothing inside or outside cosmetically to this car. It is strictly a return to service at this point. Mechanical work only. We will be doing some interior work, and we've already done some electrical work to get this car looking a bit better. It's a little bit ratty looking right now, but first thing we got to do before we make it look good is make sure it runs and drives good. So here we go. It's warmed up for a couple of minutes before we pull it out of the shop. So let's give it a shot here. That feels like drive. And a speedometer on this thing, I'm not sure how you're supposed to read it because I don't see anything yet. We have an issue with the gauges on this car not working. Aside from the ammeter, which is a direct connection to the alternator usually, or at least to the charging system, and it's flickering like crazy, which is most likely a bad regulator. But we'll get that checked out. The traffic here today. The rest of the gauges all connect through a voltage stabilizer that drops the voltage down usually to 5 volts. And behind the instrument panel, nothing seems to be connected to that voltage stabilizer. So we've got no gauges. Alright. So far not too bad. Got to pull to the left a bit. Did you take tire pressures?
I didn't today, no.
Okay, so we're running on real old tires here. So we're going to be taking it very easy. A little bit of a brake test here. Whoa. They actually feel real nice. We just have to get used to where that spot is, where it starts to grab good. Still not seeing anything come alive on the speedometer. We do have a good rattle over there someplace. And down the lower part of the dash, maybe? We did have a bit of an issue with some smoke and coming out of the tailpipes. First time we got it warmed up to operating temperature. Hoping it's just a combination of condensation and maybe some things that took up residence in the exhaust system over the years, burning up as they get hot. But we'll have to see here. Turn signals should be functional, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, they are. Okay. Looking all over on the dash for the indicator and forgot it's up on the fender. Okay, so we're going to turn into our favorite test area here. Wave at the caretaker there that we just drove past. It's an interesting noise. There's still a bunch of stuff in the trunk.
There's a box of stuff back there.
Okay, so there's no telling we may have an issue with something moving there. We're not going to do any real hard braking here.
The noise is coming from up here.
Pardon?
The noise is coming from the trim up here.
Oh, okay. Still hearing a little bit of
It
that.
showed back up after you did that, yeah.
The radiator coolant fan is just barely contacting the radiator. This car apparently had some front end damage at some point, and whoever repaired it didn't bother to pull everything right where it needed to be. So we have a little bit of a clearance issue there. We're probably going to have to do a little tweaking again. But a good stop. Again, somebody's doing donuts out here in burnouts. Power steering's working good. Okay, we're going to give it a little bit of throttle here. That's a noise. That sounded like something, body panel or even suspension part rattling as we're, right in the left-hand corner. The suspension's all been done and checked, so we're good there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the loud exhaust, we have the original exhaust system on this. Still not replaced. That's going to be done at the end. Try a little viewing here. See if I can recreate that noise. We have no horn. Yeah, we do have a horn. Oh, it's the Bronco that we don't have.
Yeah,
a horn.
Bronco still has stuff to review that one.
So many cars, so many things to remember. Okay, so we got a horn. It's kind of wimpy sounding. School zone here, so we want to keep it down to what we think is 20 miles an hour, but we have no speedometer. We haven't had this gauge cluster out yet. Waiting for client approval to go a bit deeper into this car. It's been one of those things where it's like peeling an onion. Every time we turn around, more is revealed. And it's looking like we're going to have to pull the instrument cluster out, which is a big job on this. I see nothing that looks like speedometer green. And I'm not seeing any smoke. So I think we're okay there.
Yeah, we had none this morning when he was there.
Okay. So it's probably just condensation. Who knows what else might have been in there.
Yep.
Okay, left turn signal works also. Brakes are working really nice. A little slow on the return on them. We wound up having to replace the brake master cylinder and booster. They were in such bad shape. Brake pedal wouldn't even return after touching the brakes before. Okay. Back inside?
Sure.
Okay.
Not rattling right now. The radiator.
Yeah. We're going to have to look at that because it's apparently doing something under heavy braking. I think it's doing that. I think we're in decent shape for return to service. We got to find out what that noise is under. It was under braking and cornering. We've had so much that was loose underneath this thing, it's hard to tell what it might be. But I think we're good for now for this first run. We'll give it a good look over and see how everything looks and proceed from there.